Hey guys, welcome back to Carolina Outdoors. Guys, I know I haven't been on here in a hot minute, and I just want to, before we get into anything today, I want to thank you guys for sticking with me and hanging in there with me and the channel. If you've been here since day one, or I think the channel's probably about a couple of years old now, and I want to thank you, and to the new subscribers. I have been checking my analytics and stuff like that. I've gained some subscribers over, the period of time that I hadn't been on here. So we've been busy cutting firewood, getting things basically stocked up for next year. Sold a little bit this year, not like in the past, but we're on a good track for next year. So it being springtime, I said I've got to change the oil in the tractor. So, and it's probably a little bit over. My tractor is a 2021 L3901 Kubota, and it's got 200 hours on it now. So I said, well, I've got to change the oil anyway, might as well bring you guys along with me. And I looked up some specs on the tractor. As far as the engine oil plug goes, we're going to throw that torque spec out. The filters, well, it's just the basic one oil filter. Give you the number on it that fits this tractor, and just say what we get into. Hopefully we don't make a big mess. It shouldn't be, but that's just my luck. All right, so with that being said, once again, thank you to my new subscribers and you guys that have been here with me from the start. All right, so let me see what we can do about getting this thing going here. All right guys, so to start with, I looked the specs up. Follow your manual, or you can look most of this up online for the specs in tractor forums or Kubota.com. But right here, this is the oil filter I got. This is a dealer factory from Kubota. This is your number right here. And if you wasn't able to see that, I mean, you might could pause the video, enlarge it, but I'll read it to you. It's H as in Henry 164-32430. That's going to be your oil filter for the L3901. Okay, going on your oil plug. This is it's going to be a 19 millimeter. I'm going to go ahead and let you know I couldn't find a 6 point, so I hope I don't strip it out with this 12 point. So if it seems like it's not going to work, I mean, I'll go dig deeper. But if you can, use a 6 point, 19 millimeter. Okay, have your torque wrench right here for when we put the plug back in. The specs on this plug from Kubota, it says 15 to 19 foot-pounds. So I set mine at 16, so it's not over tightening it. So we should be good. I just wanted not the bare minimum, just over, somewhere in the lower medium range. So also, I asked the dealer this when I picked this oil filter up. The type of oil that goes in these tractors. He said, I can sell you the Kubota oil, and you should always use, as a disclaimer, you should use what your owner's manual says. But I didn't buy it, the Kubota oil, which is a 15W40. It's a normal heavy diesel oil. So, but this right here, this is what I'm using. This is the Rotella T. I'm not using synthetic. A lot of people run synthetic. I've used it and at times regretted it, but that's a story for another time. But the dealer told me any high quality 15W40 like Mobile Delvac, Rotella T, any good quality oil, he said you should be fine. I don't know about any of the off brands. I've always run Rotella, never had a problem with it. And the oil capacity for this tractor by the book is 7.1 quarts. So yeah, that's just the information. So I'll get you guys down here so you can see what's going on as I do it. Now, the oil plug on this tractor, the plug is on the left side, usually where you would come on and off the tractor. The oil filter is on the opposite side, on your right side. So just throwing that out there. Because I know when I first got this tractor, I was looking all around for different things. Even though the people that I bought it from explained it to me in the moment, my brain's not clicking. I mean, maybe some of you are like that. But anyway, yeah, let's get cracking. All right, guys, let's see if I can do this without making a big mess. I know I should be wearing gloves. Okay, come on. Oh, not too bad. And I did run this tractor for about 5 minutes to get the oil warm. All right, so we'll just let that sit there and drain. Then we'll go pull that oil filter off. All right, guys, so we got just about all the oil that we're going to be able to get out of here. There's one thing I want to show you. Hope you can see it here. Okay, your oil plug right here, and you also have a little brass washer here that crimps down when you tighten it. Now, some people replace those little brass pieces every time an oil change. I may do mine every couple oil changes. I know, I think by the book you should replace them each time. However, I've never really had them to leak. Maybe some people have. So I'm not going to replace it this time, but like maybe the next time. But I still clean it up real good. And down here, right here around where the oil drains, just wipe that off real good. Now we'll just put the plug back in. Then we'll go around there and get to that oil filter. Want to make sure I plug this back up first. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have went and pulled the oil filter out, started putting the oil in, and every bit of it went right back in the bucket or on the ground. So that's why I put that oil plug back in right now. So next thing we'll do, we'll just torque that plug back to 16 foot-pounds, and we'll go on the other side. All right, let's see if we can get this oil filter off here. Wasn't too bad. I've seen some of them things that people torque them down on there. Hopefully I'm not going to have too much oil spilled out of here. And there's no way to pre-fill these filters, because as you can see, it's on sideways. So I guess that's not a necessary thing, even if you could. Not much mess at all, guys. I like the setup on these tractors. I mean, it's very simple. While I've got the camera going here and you can see it, this little shroud cover right here, there's a bolt that's holding it on at the top. That's a 12 millimeter, and you can, I just pull this out of the way so I can get to the refill a little bit easier. But yeah, that's a 12 millimeter. So let me get this cleaned up, and we'll take some brand new oil and go around the gasket on the new filter, because I'm not using any type of old oil. I'll get this housing here cleaned up and go right back on with it. All right, I'll throw another little tip out here, just because when you put this oil filter on here, and another thing, guys, please don't over tighten these things, because the next person that may have to service your tractor, if it's not you, and if it is you, you deal with getting it off. Because if you put them on too tight, sometimes I've had to put a screwdriver through them, hammer them through to get them off. It makes it for unnecessary work. So put them on hand tight, and if you can, like me, I don't always remember these filter numbers unless I write them down. So if you can do it without over tightening it, see right here on the side here, I can see the part number. Don't put it like in a odd place that you can't see it. Like I said, if you can, without over tightening it. But this right here is just a tiny bit over hand tight, and I can look right in the front and see that part number. Now, don't laugh at me, because I know some of you done the same things. I've seen your grandparents do it too, and I don't went off and forgot my funnel to pour this oil back in. I think it was up at the backhoe when we were servicing it. So that's right here, that's my redneck funnel. So y'all go ahead and laugh if you want to, but it's gonna work. And I'm not gonna bore you guys pouring oil in here, but I just wanted to kind of give you a rundown. And when I wrap this up, and I will crank it up, make sure everything runs. It should. Hopefully I did everything right. So all right. All right, guys. So we've got the little cover here put back on. Don't forget, that's a 12 millimeter bolt that holds that in place. Filter, we put the recommended amount of oil in it. So go over here and fire it up, make sure we don't have any leaks. stick one more time. And there's where it should be. Good to go. So guys, once again, I want to thank you for hanging out with me and, you know, just sticking in there with me. Only thing that's left, I'm gonna go back and date that filter so I can remember. If I forget to write it down, then there's no question, I'll just look at the filter. And I normally haven't been putting a whole lot of hours on this tractor. Like I said, I've had it since 21 and it's just turned 200 hours, but doing a lot of work out on this farm trying to get it back, you know, to its original state. So I've been clocking some hours on it. But yeah, I'm just glad I got that taken care of. So I think it's just good insurance, you know, to keep, I mean, for me, I may change the oil every 100, 150 hours or something like that, but like I said, to me it's just pretty cheap insurance. But yeah, thanks for hanging with me, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them. I'd always do my best to try to get back with you guys if you comment or anything like that. So yeah, thanks again, and we'll catch you on the next one.